And now the class historian, Jack Kelly, will now read the story of the class of 2021.
So I'm here. Hi, my name is Jack Kelly, and I'm the class historian. You could say that the past year was a challenge. I think many would agree that socially distancing from our classmates and logging on to Zoom classes was not the way that we dreamed our senior year would be. But instead of dwelling on the things that we missed out on, I'm here to remind you of all the special times that we did have. Through our ups and downs, the class of 2021 undeniably has a long history together. We grew up together, forged lasting friendships, and made each other into what we are today. It's these things I want us all to remember as we move on with our lives, from high school into adulthood. For some in this class, our journey began at Miss Diane's preschool down on Deep Hole Road. We were just 3 years old then. Me, Evan, Caleb, Johnny, Ashley, and Danielle. It was here that we learned to say goodbye to our parents and to make new friends. It was also where Caleb's hair didn't touch his shoulders yet. For the rest of the class in 2021, their school experience started at Chincoteague Elementary School as kindergartners. There were so many firsts that year. Our first time walking down the hallway with our fingers pressed against our lips to help us be quiet, navigating the lunch line for the first time, lining up at the drinking fountain. Anyone remember 1, 2, 3, that's enough for me? We'd have gym class with Miss Tall, racing on the scooters and getting to use the parachute, and remember story time in the library with Miss Mason. This isn't actually our first graduation. Along with the 5th grade graduation, we walked to the stage our kindergarten too. This was where I sang in public for the first and last time. Anyone care for a reprise of Supercalifragilistic? Then came 1st grade and the science fairs and field trips, book fairs and morning announcements, and the student of the month. Class parties were put on by the best class moms. We had field days full of fun with an endless line for the Mr. Whippy's ice cream truck. Kickball at recess was where I learned that the word foul was actually pronounced foul. In 5th grade, many of us had school jobs. Caleb and I handled the flag, while Caroline, Aiden, Emma, Jake, Natalie, Colby, and Johnny protected the school on safety patrol. When we finally said goodbye to elementary school and moved to middle school, I remember thinking how giant the seniors looked. Being a senior now, I don't feel as big as I remember them being. In middle school and high school, even more memories were made. Mr. Holland telling us to tuck your shirt tail in, or eat your food. And who could forget his iconic moves on the gym floor at pep rallies. High school was full of lessons learned, shifting friendships, and growing up, but we laughed together a lot and cried together a little. But mostly, we made memories. Lots and lots of memories. Who can forget Jake Lang being hauled off to ISS again? I think they're going to put a plaque up in your honor, Jake. Remember when Evan threw up flaming hot Cheetos after a cross-country meet and Emma thought it was blood? Or Jacob Heyman chewing on his pen in Mr. Gurr's class until it broke open? Or let's never forget those legendary Beta Convention bus rides as we spent those hours making memes to pass the time. The memories. I think we can all agree that thanks to COVID-19, our senior year wasn't exactly what we hoped or expected, but the years leading up to it were happy and full. 0 regrets. No one knows what the future holds, but we all know exactly who we are and exactly where we come from. We are Chincoteaguers. Thank you, Chincoteague High School friends and family. It's been quite an experience. Now that you've heard about our past, we will take a look into the future with the class prophecy presented by Emma Faith.